How's it going, people? Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome back to my Arsenal News live show. We're here to keep you updated with all the latest Arsenal news for today. As always, but everyone tuning in, you lot absolute real ones. Smash up the like buttons up. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you are new as well. We've got so much news to go from. International break is still here. It's kind of like the Arsenal content sometimes, it becomes a bit dead. But not, you know what? These recent days, we've been having quite a few rumours, quite a few news to obviously discuss. So big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys smash up like buttons up. Let me quickly just do this. Let's see if this can work, guys. What we got at the bottom? Yes, come on. Sky Sports settings, TG Sports settings. Come on. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. Let's pick up the chat before we do get into the news today. Make sure you guys smash up the like buttons up. Let's see what we got. We got Tamino already in the building. She says, hi, Josh. How you doing today? I'm well, Tamina. Big up yourself. Big up Tamina. I hope you're good as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. She says Isaac, Raphinha, and Gyökeres and Kudus. I think that's players that we're linked with. Luis Campos to be sporting director. Yeah, we will talk about that story today as well. Big up TG. Big up to Top Gunner as well. He says Campos is decent, to be fair. I'll give you my opinion on him in just a second, guys, when we talk about that. But big up yourself. My brother Yadif in the building. Big up to you, bro. TG. Big up yourself, man. My brother, big up yourself every single time. Diamonde, like the sporting player, yeah? Big up yourself, man. Hello to you as well. Thank you for your update. No, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Wookie's in the building. He says, when I was young, I have no sense. I bought a flute for 50 pence. The only tune that I could play was Fuck Saxel and M&A. Big up Wookie, man. Class. He says, Yanis is ain't selling anyone G. The reports on reliable sources. Sorry, let me read that again. I'm going too quick. We ain't selling anyone G. The reports from the reliable sources saying the club don't fans to get carried away. Yeah, they're posting PR articles on Gyökeres, only upset. Bro, 100, man. Listen, I said it in my stream I did the other day. The January transfer window is going to be pathetic as usual with Arsenal. People think about getting Gyökeres. That ain't happening in January, people. We'd be lucky if we even sound like a lone player. But yeah, 100%, bro. Well, guys, where do we start, man? I'll tell you what. Let's start with a bit of bad news yet again, people. And yeah, this is what happens when international break happens. You know what it's like as well, yeah? We got another injury. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, another one bites the dust. Another one has bite the dust today, guys. Trossard yesterday getting injured for Belgium. Yeah, Belgian media agree on Arsenal ace Leandro Trossard's display before injury in the Israel defeat. So yeah, another player is injured, guys. This time it is Trossardinho. So Arsenal attacker Trossard started in Belgium's Nations League defeat against Israel on Sunday. Leandro Trossard, one of several players coming absent for the Emirates due to international commitments. Piss off David Coote, mate. The Belgian media were not impressed with Trossard after the performance he produced against Italia early in the international break. However, the 29-year-old was still named in Domenico Tedesco's starting 11 for the encounter against Israel. However, disaster struck in Budapest as Trossard picked up an injury. Oh no! I'm not surprised, guys. Was taken off the pitch before half-time. There he is there. Not looking good, people. I don't know what he actually did, but yeah, he wasn't looking good there. Big up Cooper, my guy. He says Cronky's an Antera. Big up yourself, Cooper, as you're tuning in as well. My brother from NYC, real one, bro, absolute legend. Wookie also says, damn, even if he hasn't been good recently. Exactly, yeah, this is a thing. Like, I know he's been in poor form, but again, it's another injury. It's another injury, and it's like, one comes in and one goes out. With Arsenal, and it's just so annoying. I mean.
fuck's going on, man? Ah, man. Are we back, people? Fuck's sakes. This dead hotspot, man. Hotspot is dead. Shit hotspot. I said every time just freeze Justin, let it go. Nah, bro, I ain't doing that. Right, guys, I think we're good. Let me try and share my screen again. This is a joke. I hopefully get Wi-Fi tomorrow, people. Yeah, because obviously, as you guys know, I've been using my 4G. So I've been using my 4G, so it's like I'm a hotspot. So and this keeps disconnecting, don't it? So I get Wi-Fi tomorrow, people. I need to ask Santa Claus for some Wi-Fi, you jokers. Nah, it's because I moved house, Villa fan. So I've had no Wi-Fi for 2 weeks. Because they haven't decided to turn up yet, but they're gonna turn up tomorrow, hopefully. They better, otherwise I'm gonna be fuming. So I have to use my hotspot, guys. But it's not letting me share my screen now. It's not letting me share my screen. What the fuck is going on? Nah, man, this ain't gonna work. Guys, we may have to just roll with this, man. Roll, because this ain't working. We may have to just roll with this, people. We may just have to talk about the news like this, like without sharing no screen or anything like that, because the screen ain't working. But anyway, yeah, as we were saying with Trossard, he's injured, people. He's injured. We have to wait and see what it'll be like in terms of how long he'll be out for. But, you know, thankfully we got Odegaard back, because, you know, if we didn't have Odegaard there, then he would, as I was saying before, he would have to be full Spain 1 year, which could have been a good thing. But anyway, that don't matter. Trossard's out injured, people. Yeah, another one bites the dust. As always, it is what it is. Right, let's move to the next story, people. We're going to be talking about, let's go to the director story then. You know, Edu's replacement. Today, we've been heavily linked with Luis Campos, of course, from PSG. And the report, I mean, Sky Sports are reporting it today. You know, they are saying that the Portuguese PSG contract runs out in the summer, but he's still yet to agree on a new contract with PSG. Looking like he could be moving on from there. He's got a reputation for finding young talent and has not renewed his contract with the French champions, making a strong target, of course, for Arsenal. So Campos has overseen a change of policy at PSG, having moved from being a big spending club, signing one of the biggest stars to young talent, including Raphinha, Barcola, and Neves. That's just at PSG, though. The former Monaco and Lille, so yeah, he's at Lille and Monaco as well. Has signed youngsters who have been sold for big profits through his career. So he signed like some Mbappe apparently when he's at Monaco. He signed like some Victor Osimhen when he's at Lille, and obviously now he's, you know, a very good striker. Bernardo Silva he signed. He signed Fabinho. He signed Martial. He signed, yeah, as Wookie said, Thomas Lemar. He signed Leao when he was at Lille. He signed, obviously, Pepe when he's at Lille as well, who went to Arsenal. Yeah, I think there's a whole list of players. So I actually didn't know. I just looked into PSG. When I first heard news, I was like, but I actually forgot that he's actually at Monaco and he's actually at Lille, and he did some really, really good things there. You know, he really did some good things there. So it says here, Campos not the only name in the running space. Edu, or of course, we spoke about the likes of Bayer Leverkusen, Simon Rolfs, Roberto Oliebi from Sociedad as well. Seems to be the most likely at the moment. And Arsenal apparently have held future plans talks in LA this week. The Arsenal hierarchy have flown to LA to speak to Josh and Stan Kroenke, guys. And Richard Garlick, assistant sporting director, Jason Atto went to the California city to discuss transfer plans there as well. But yeah, obviously with this Luis Campos, guys, apparently he's one of the most reputable sporting directors in the world. This is according to what people were saying. And yes, as I said, I mean, he's at PSG, Monaco, Lille.
Obviously, he signed Osimhen from Leo, it says here. He signed Leao, Bernardo Silva when he's at Monaco, Bakayoko, but Bakayoko was mid, I can't even lie. Thomas Lamar, he signed who eventually, look how much they sold Lamar for. Look how much, that he got money for Lamar. Was it like 90 mil? He got it was like 90 mil. So, yeah, I mean, that's what, I don't know. It seems, this is the way I look at it, guys, yeah. Campos at these clubs like Monaco, at these clubs like Lille, when they're sort of, they ain't the big powerhouse clubs, yeah. He seems to have done really well there in terms of like producing players, if that makes sense. But at PSG, has he really done, because, some of these main players like he signed at Barcola, I think Fabian Ruiz and Vitinha, they're good players, but they ain't like elite signings, So it seems to me that he's decent when it comes to these types of societies who need like a rebuild, who need like, who are not like powerhouses, if that makes sense. And when it comes to a big elite side, like when it comes to a side with a lot of pressure, has he really delivered? Has he really got that, what's the word? That sort of, what's the word, man? Like, you guys get what I'm trying to say. When it comes to like a big club, yeah, and I know PSG, let's be real with it. PSG dominate it, yeah. PSG dominate league and year in year out, and they have the standards, they have the pressure as well, in the managers as well. They have these standards where if you ain't delivering, you're sacked. So I look at his job compared to these other clubs like Monaco and Lille. I think he's done really well there. But when it comes to a team like PSG and their team went like in terms of replacing for Edu, I'm not. That's a bit I'm not too keen on, because has he really signed anyone elite for PSG? Not really. He signed some decent players, but he hasn't really signed anyone like to that top level, for example. And it's about whether he can do it at a big elite club. Yeah, but fair play to what he did at Monaco and Lille. And he's more of like producing players as well. He sold players like Lamar for 90 million. Obviously, he sold players like Pepe to us for like 72 million as well. Pepe's a baller. I don't even care what anyone was trying to tell me. The guy's a baller. And yeah, so look, for me, I think he's a good candidate there to have. I think I'd actually prefer him over an ex-player like a Mertes. I prefer him over a Mertesacker. I prefer him over a Thomas Rosicky personally, but I feel like he's got a bit more experience than those two do. But I still think we need to wait and see. I still think there's going to be some other candidates out there. Yes, someone did say, I think Yadiv did make a good point. I watched the interview today. Gilberto Silva, guys. Gilberto Silva says he'll be interested in becoming Arsenal sporting director. Gilberto Silva wants the job, yeah? Arsenal invincible, Gilberto Silva. He wants the job, but he says not right now. He says a Brazilian who is a gunner was previously. So he's actually. I ain't gonna pronounce the name, but Panificus in Greece. He was actually guys. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Yeah, he was Panathinaikos director in Greece after just 7 months. So he said, I'm still doing some work with the club as an ambassador. It's not something I was thinking of, despite he's done it in the past. In the last few years, I've been on a different route of football with Arsenal. I don't know, I've done the preparation that a few years ago. I've been invited into a few clubs in Brazil, but I didn't take that step in position. So pretty much he's saying, I'm not saying right now, but as I'm involved with Arsenal, it's always great to be around someone, see somehow, even if I'm an ambassador. So it wouldn't surprise me if he'll be on the list as well, in terms of Gilberto Silva, of course, Invincible as well. So I think he reminds me a bit of Eddie, of course. Eddie was also an Invincible, but both of them were really good players as well. But again, as technical directors, I want someone with like a bit of experience and a bit of just a bit of ambition, like a bit of being a bit relentless, being a bit ruthless in negotiations. Actually, I want a director who can actually sell players, because let's be real with it, yeah. This Campos guy, he sold some good players in the past, yeah. We know that for a fact. We bought Pepe off them, 72 million, yeah. He sold Lamar for like 90 million, yeah. And there's probably a few other examples as well who he's got some big money for. We know that's the big thing with Arsenal and Edu, yeah. Edu was awful at selling players. It's not just Edu, but over the years, you know, hence why our most highest sold player is Smith Rowe, you know, 30 million. It's like, that is unacceptable. And you look at other clubs, look how much, you know, these other teams get for their players. And for me, that, you know, Edu's got to take some responsibility there as well, in terms of when he was at Arsenal, in terms of he's selling the players. Our outgoings were dreadful in terms of getting money for these players. So I want a director who has that experience, who can actually get the best out of some of the players that we actually sell, and obviously have that ambition. And as people saying in the chat as well, someone who's not a yes man. Arsenal will definitely appoint someone who's a yes man, of course, but that's what we don't need. Yeah, we need someone who's not a yes man. You know what I'm saying? We need someone who's going to challenge this manager in terms of Arteta, and actually is going to show a bit of be a bit ruthless, you know, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is the director news there, guys. Still an early wait, still quite early in terms of who's actually going to come in, but there's still many names on the list there as well. Let's quickly talk about the stadium capacity, guys. Yay, we got more seats. So according to reports, inside Arsenal's 80,000 seat and new stadium plans, apparently, to transfer Emirates into the Premier League's biggest grounds. Yeah, give us a trophy because we've got the biggest ground in the Premier League now. Anyway, Arsenal exploring ways to expand the Emirates to 80,000, according to reports. Emirates Stadium capacity currently stands at 60,000. According to Bloomberg, they're interested in raising numbers to 80,000. Club chief sets making keen on them making their stadiums even more electric on match days, apparently. And they also want to be left behind by other clubs. Since the Emirates opened its doors 18 years ago, Tottenham delivered a new stadium in 2019. Tottenham boosts incredible hospitality facilities and also a bigger 62 capacity. If Arsenal succeeded in expanding the Emirates, the stadium will become the biggest Premier League. Old Trafford currently hold the most at 75,000, while Tottenham are on 62,000 there as well. West Ham is just behind Spurs, while the much upgraded Anfield hosts 61k. So discussions is over. Potential stadium renovations are said to be on the early stage. No firm decision has been made over the project. The Gunners' upgraded stadium would stand only behind Wembley Stadium, which holds 90,000, of course. But yeah, get in, guys. We're getting more stadiums. Hopefully that means the tickets will fucking improve and you actually get to games this next season whenever it happens, you know. But no, real talk. I mean, fantastic. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, we're getting the biggest stadium in the Premier League. Let's hope we actually win stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Now we not actually won anything at Emirates, apart from Emirates Cup. We've not actually won anything inside the Emirates side. We ain't won the Premier League in the Emirates, people, and they want to add more seats. But anyway, it's crazy. Look, we have to wait and see what happens. As I said, the only positive is hopefully they change around this ballot system. Hopefully, meaning more seats means that we can get some more games, people. That's the only positive I look at it as well. But yeah, for me, all I care about is winning the Premier League in the Emirates. We've not done that yet. So if you want to piss around with a stadium, then win something first, in my opinion. Anyway, let's quickly move to Arsenal legend feels door is closed over making Emirates return after betrayal. So Van Persie's basically called out Arsenal. He says, Van Persie believes that the door is closed on him ever possibly returning to Arsenal. And he feels the Gunners are still set. Man's called the Arsenal fan sensitive. Pick up Van Persie. The 41-year-old Dutchman called time on his playing career back, as we know. So this is a bunch of waffle, this is. But he says, many at the club, especially Gunners fans, felt betrayed when he sought for the... Okay, of course, but still, guys. He said, I didn't expect it to work at Arsenal. I think the door is closed. Because of my switch to Man United, that is my assessment. You never know in football, but that is my assessment. It's still sensitive for them, not for me. It's especially sensitive for Arsenal fans, he said. I've learned the plan is so far ahead, so it makes no sense at all. I don't want that either. I'm mainly living here now. I really enjoy it. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. You know, Van Persie's saying that he's not going to be coming back, which, you know what, Van Persie, I don't even blame the guy, because the guy went, yeah, we should have kept him. You know, he was quality player for Arsenal, but then it comes down to us again. Yeah, because at the end of the day, man left and he won Premier League with Man United because we didn't want to keep him, which is mad. And the same thing will happen with our other players, guys, who are not careful. But anyway, that was just a little bit of what Van Persie said there. He's saying basically calling us sensitive as well. There we go. Let's quickly move to some transfer news, guys. Raphinha settings. Arsenal will have a bid rejected after putting 75 million on the table for ex-Premier League star Raphinha. I think it's a bunch of bollocks, to be honest. I don't think we're bidded for Raphinha. Sorry, guys. I think it's a bunch of BS. But according to Football 365, Arsenal set their bids for Raphinha, rejected amid his brilliant form in La Liga, according to reports. The Gunners taking a dip in recent. Okay, we know. These articles, they love to waffle, don't they? You know what I'm saying? Just talk about Raphinha. That's what you said. So here we go. A report over the weekend claimed that Arsenal have put a 90 million offer on the table at Barcelona for Brazilian winner Raphinha. Raphinha has been brilliant in form this campaign for the Catalan Giants, with 12 goals and 8 assists in 17 matches in all competitions. And now reporting Spain claims that Barca will not accept the offer from Arsenal for Raphinha, with the Gunners planning to launch a strong offensive in the winter window. Barca do not seem willing to be part of one of the greatest talents for less than 100 million. La Liga clubs consider Raphinha a fundamental pillar in this sporting project, and any move will entitle a significant outlay for the part of the Gunners. Emmanuel Petit thinks Arsenal should sign former Man United midfielder Paul Pogba. You know what? No, honestly, Pogba's bro. This is my opinion, yeah. And let me know in the chat as well, people, yeah. Because Paul Pogba's a free agent now, right? He's a free agent, and he's gonna be available in January on a free transfer. Would you guys take Paul Pogba? For me, I would. I would take him in the midfield. It will never happen. Like, I don't see Arsenal signing him, but I would take him. I would take him, guys. Let me know. Would you take Paul Pogba? On a free transfer, I'll take him. I'll take him. I'm not saying. I know he's 32, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to sit here and say he's playing week in, week out, because he probably won't play week in, week out. Of course he won't. But have him in the squad, I'll take Paul Pogba. I would take Paul Pogba. But anyway, that's what Petit said. But yeah, Arsenal apparently put a bid for 75. Like, we haven't obviously done that. It's just a bunch of rumours, people, as always. But yeah, in terms of Raphinha as a player, I think this is a player that's been linked with Arsenal every single window, it seems like. Even when he was at Leeds. And it's a player that I wanted, and I'm sure people watching, they wanted Raphinha as well. Yeah, because he's quality. Yeah, I mean, look at him this season. I think he had I don't know what his stats were last season, but last season, he's a bit inconsistent. However, in terms of this season under Hansi Flick, bro is cooked. He's cooking for Barcelona, and I mean cooking. He's been probably one of the most informed players in the world this season, especially in Europe as well. You know, he's been one of the most informed players. Yeah, watching this guy play. I mean, even last season, to be fair, when they had the Champions League game against PSG, I watched Barca and PSG, and that guy cooked in that one as well. He's always been a quality player, man. You know, he'll come in. If we were to go for this type of player, I think it'd be a really good signing, because on the right-hand side, Saka, I think, will stay there, but he'll have that competition. That'd be the big competition there. I think we know Raphinha can play both sides as well. You know, he can play left, he can play right as well. So imagine having, Raphinha on one side and then, Saka on the right, Raphinha left, Saka right, and then having a Gyökeres or having an Isak, having whoever it may be down the middle as a striker. That would be an insane front three, people, But yeah, no, Raphinha is a quality player. Yeah, he's especially this season as well. He's really found himself. He's really found his form back than he did that when he was at Leeds as well. Already played Premier League, already shown good signs in Premier League with Leeds. Was a key player, man, under Bielsa. And I really want. That's a player that I think we should be targeting in terms of. There was an opportunity for us to sign him in the summer, but the guy wanted to stay at Barcelona. We never went for him. Instead, we got Raheem the Dream. Raheem the Dream, guys. That's what we got instead. So, yeah. Raphinha is a player that's been linked with Arsenal for every single window, guys. We always talk about it, but we never get it done. Get it done. Get this guy in, yeah? This guy would be the perfect winner in terms of replacement. He'd be perfect. But, yeah, that is all the news today, guys. You had to fly through that. Let's go through everyone's comments, see what you guys are saying. Bet everyone as always. And let's see what you guys are saying. Where were we before? They say it's a hamstring. They say what with Trossard? He'll be out for a few weeks, and I reckon. I'm no doctor, but if it's hamstring, then he's going to be out for a few weeks, people. Yadi says that the hate on Trossard was the hate Trossard was getting last night. Top Gunners are cheering his injury. Yeah, I saw that as well. I'm like, what, yo? I'm just like, turn it in. It's just pathetic, isn't it? So Spice of the month, 1 year he can get a start. The shiny new toy can get a start. These guys don't deserve Trossard. These are mutants. New scapegoat, 100%. Listen, real talk. I know the guy's not been performing. He's been dreadful in these past couple of games. He's been really, really poor. But guys, turn it in. Yeah, seriously. Like, celebrating that he's got injured now, please. It's just typical Arsenal. It's typical Arsenal fans at the end of the day. That's why I do not use that platform. Yeah, I do not use Twitter anymore. I never really have done. It's full of, as you said, bro, through these fans celebrating Trossard's injury. It's just so pathetic. It really is. Trossard for me is still one of our most clutch players. Yeah. Yes, he's been performing really poor this season, but he's still one of Arsenal's. I mean, the amount of times that guy's, got us out of jail. The amount of times, the amount of the big games he set up last season. Yeah, you look at the Champions League. The guy scored against Bayern Munich. The guy scored against Porto. In these big games. But people seem to have bipolar. They seem to have memory loss or whatever it may be. Yeah? And now they want to quickly scapegoat this guy. Like, yes, he's been playing poor, and yes, I do agree he's not been at his best whatsoever, and he needs to be dropped ideally. But celebrating his injury, it's just a disgrace, bro. It really is. Let it go. His settings. The answer is sexual actual software, bro. They've got me, guys. The Arteta sexuals have got me. Josh, you got yeah, bro. I'm getting it tomorrow, hopefully. If they actually turn up, because they said they'll come last week, but they never turned up. So they better turn up. I'm gonna be frying hands, man. Starting a bit of beef, you know what I'm saying? Let it go, he's saying this, guys. Let it go. Pick up the Mackey's Wi-Fi, guys. Yeah, it probably is sharing the screen, ain't it? Because I'm doing it for my laptop and my phone as well, so probably. Big up, bro. That's big up, Cooper. That's one thing as well. Yeah, Luis Campos, ex Monaco. As I said before, he some good players there. And he did a good job there with Monaco. And I remember he's a part of that team they had in 2017, weren't he as well? That Champions League team that go all the way semi-finals. I thought that team would go all the way and at least get to the final. But yeah, I think he's part of that team where the players that they had, Lamar, Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, Fabinho. I think did they have Carrasco that season? I can't remember if they had Carrasco, but they had a crazy, unbelievable side, didn't they? Then they did that. Was it Falcao up front? Yeah, I think it was Falcao up front that season as well. And yeah, exactly that. He found players like Bernardo Silva, Lamar. Yeah, when he was at Lille, he got Osimhen, he got Rafael Leao, he got Pepe. He signed some Gabriel. I think he was there when he had Gabriel there as well for Lille. So yeah,
we'll see what happens. Don't want Campos. He signed the French Nketiah for 90 mil. Who? Wait, who? 90 mil? The French Nketiah? What, for PSG, right? You want about PSG? Who? What player? What player does he mean, guys? The French Nketiah. I can only think of Colin Mawani as for the French Nketiah. What's strange? You guys link with us? Yeah, nah, he won't leave you guys. Yeah, we're gonna be linked with quite a few directors, guys. Obviously. See, I don't know with Gilberto Silva, man. I don't know about him. I think he's similar to Edu, bro. Like, in terms of, like, they're both invincible players. They're both Brazilian. Is he going to do what Edu was saying, do this Brazilian revolution? I'm not entirely sure with Gilberto Silva, bro. I'm not entirely sure. But quality player as well. He was quality player. But again, I mean, he's only directed Pan-Africa, this Reese team, so I wouldn't be against it getting Gilberto Silva. I wouldn't be against it, but we'll see what happens. How much can he get us for Saliba? I'm convinced this will be his last season at Arsenal, bro. We need, if Saliba doesn't, if we fail this season, we don't want anything, and he moves on. I want over 200 million for Saliba. I'm saying that with a straight face as well. 200 million. Take it or leave it. Leave it, yeah, bro. 100, bro. Big up Peppermint in the chat as well. Absolute real one, my guy. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're all good. I think his PR, he's a strong person. Arteta just wants a yes, man. 100%. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly that. Someone with a bit of bollocks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, YouTube is always having a mare, bro. Always something happens with this YouTube. Palmer, we barely had any first team experience, was sold for 40 million, but we get 27 million for Smith Rowe and Balogun. That's the highest we've ever sold a player for. Was Smith Rowe, was for like 30 million, or like 35, wherever it was. I don't even know. But the point is, it's not enough. You know, you look at all these other clubs. Look at Liverpool. Yeah, how the fuck did they sold Solanke for like how much? 20 odd million, yeah. They signed. They sold like Origi. They sold, was it Jordan Ibe? Like, they got 50 mil for these players who are just rejects. Like, they're like, there's one player that they sold for like 40 million. Who I can't remember what his name was. Like, was it Sacco? No, I don't think it was Sacco. There's a player who they sold for like 40 million, and he was dead. He was just. You never thought they'd get that much for him. But, you know, Chelsea do it as well, you know. Look at how they get money for their players. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, when our outgoings are awful, you know. Yeah, exactly that, bro. That's the only positive I look at it. Like, hopefully the balance system just gets in the bin because there's more capacity now. We can actually get to more games. That's the only positive of it. Other than that, I don't see it. We need new owners, period. They don't respect the fans. Bro, 100% agree with you. And it went quiet, guys, yeah? Like, I thought when the protest was happening, back in 2021, where people was actually, you know, Kroenke out, they had the banners and there's protesting for Kroenke out in 2021. I thought, you know what, this will be it. This could be it now. And when you guys remember the whole Daniel Ek talk as well? The Spotify owner, whatever happened to him, I don't even know. But I thought we'd get him in, and it never happened. But yeah, no, 100%, bro. Yes, they've actually, you know, got money, and they're backed on Arteta, and they're backed Edu with almost 800 million. But it's still their standards for me are not standards of being an elite level football club, if that makes sense, because they're willing to just be happy with top four. There's just Champions League money and all this, you know. It's madness. But yeah, they are the problem. The expansion news has really made me mad, bro. For me, it's like if you want to expand the stadium, do it when we win the Premier League. Get these parasites Kroenke out my football club.
I agree. Even longer queues for Arsenal. Yeah, 100% because there's more seats, more fans attending. Is it true that there's a painting now? Is it? Yeah, I think there is. I'm pretty sure there is, bro. Yeah, I think there is. I think there is. I think it's on. It's on the new. Do you know how I could be wrong, but I saw it when I last went Emirates. It's on. Do you know when they customize the Emirates, like all the what's the fun? Like, do you know when you walk to the Emirates, you got the Arsenal logo in front of it, yeah? Like all the backgrounds, you got about 6 backgrounds across the whole Emirates, yeah, of all different, and they completely customized it. I think he's on one of those as well. And the ownership is a joke. They spend big money on the stadium, but not a right winner, the world class striker. What it's not going to use this as a new relic. Yeah, excuse for answer. Exactly, bro. It's madness. The Emirates needs work. I've heard fans saying it was dropping to bits. The Kroenke, and big up my guy Drew, by the way, absolute legends. Big up yourself, bro. The Kroenke wall must be where you will go to take a piss. Thanks. Robert Van Pussio. Big up Peppermint, man. People will still fist off the assess, yeah. I've never held a grudge on Van Persie, Cashley Cole, Fabregas, and Alexis. They wanted to win and aim for elite. They wanted to win. That's the aim for elite players. Van Persie, reason why I supported Arsenal back in 2012. Bro, Alexis was one of my reasons as well, and obviously he went to Man United. I know he should have probably went to Man City because he would have won stuff, but that's what happens. Like, even, players like Alexis, yeah, Alexis was a fan favourite at Arsenal. The fans, we all loved him because that guy, for me, is world class. At Arsenal, he was world class. He's definition of world class for me. Yeah, week in, week out, even when we was in the gutter under Wenger, that guy would always step up. That guy was, would have us on our back and carry us. And I'm not even taking the piss with it. Yeah, when you saw Alexis, you thought that player, yeah, that X factor player, that was Alexis Sanchez for you. But you knew deep down that as much as we didn't want to accept it, Alexis deserved more. Like he needed a Premier League title. He needed the Champions League because even us winning the FA Cup wasn't enough for him to stay. And he moved on to Man United, probably because of the money. It was because of the money. If he went Man City, he would have won everything with Pep Guardiola. I strongly believe that. But we knew deep down, I think it got to even like 2018, 2017 season, we knew that, yeah, this could be his last season. People called him a snake all they want. But the guy wanted more at the end of the day. He knew he wasn't going to win it at Arsenal. I know Man United, but I think the prime example would be Van Persie, because man left and won the Premier League with United, and I've seen it with some other players as well. Yeah, Wenger apparently didn't want him to stay, was it? He would have stayed otherwise. Don't disagree, but what about Nasri? 30 likes, including mine. Nobody cares. I'm joking, John. I'm joking. Is actually coming? Big up the snow, guys. Big up the snow. Come on. 40. Exactly, bro. It's madness. I take Pogba. So would I, bro. I take him, man. I take Paul Pogba. I believe it when I see it. Says John. Nah, Pogba age 31. Party age 30. This is the Arsenal care home, bro. This is the Arsenal care home. I'd actually take Pogba though, like in the squad, on the free transfer. I'll take him. But yeah, I do agree. Like, we need more midfielders in there as well. 100%. PRFC. Yeah, international break. Slow news day. Yeah. Pick up the NHS low. Yeah, he sounds like Ty, don't he? I don't want good players. We have good players. We need great players. Facts, bro. Facts. I said this the other day. I don't know what Shima. I can't remember what Shima did. But right now, guys, we actually have any world-class players. I think we have players who are like on definition. And sorry, not definition. Like, that's the wrong word. In terms of, I think we have players who are on the verge of being world-class. They're not there yet. I say Salee was on the verge of being world-class. I'd say Saka. He's not there yet, but nah, for me, the last world-class player we had was Alexis. 100% for me. But I'm looking into the current team right now. Yes, we've got some great players. Like Saliba's very close in being that world-class player. It depends how people want to look at it. But it depends how people want to define world-class. But yeah, I think for me, Saliba's almost there. Saka, Odegaard maybe, but I don't think we have that X factor player that we once have, you know, in the past as well. Not interested in the new players until we get a new manager. Oh yeah, he's about Colin Mawani. Did he pay 60 million for Colin Mawani? I actually didn't. Well, big up for telling me, guys. I actually didn't even know that. I know obviously like something, but 60 million for Colin Mawani, guys. What the And you know, we linked with him as well. No, thank you. The guy is, as my guy Yadiv said earlier, the French Nketiah. Yeah, bro, he's useless. I can't even lie, he's useless. Afternoon, Menonly. How's it going, Menonly? Hope you're all well. Big up yourself, Menonly, every single time. Great to see you. Marquinhos, yay! The Martinelli region, I got told. Bro, we started the wrong Marquinhos. We should have got the PSG Marquinhos. You know, the centre-back Marquinhos. That would have been a much better idea. Instead, we got the C-Tech Marquinhos guys, who we actually got on a free transfer, by the way. But Don Edu decided to pay Sao Paulo 3 million for good relations, apparently. Yeah, you know what? Sao Paulo just said take him on a free. We don't want him. You can have him completely for free. And he was like, nah, let's just give you 3 million. No, that's embarrassing. I can't even lie. And then since then, he scored against Zurich, started crying, and after that, we was never seen since. And now he went Norwich, went to like back to Brazil, playing for like Fluminense. I think he's playing left wing back for Fluminense. Oh no, sorry, right wing back. He's playing for like Fluminense. But he's back, guys. He's back. But yeah, bro, I kind of agree. I'd rather have him over Raheem the Dream. Maybe it'll be like new signings since we're going to get anybody in. I don't know with Marquinhos, bro. Like, I agree with you. Like, we've only seen, he's played like the only time I've seen him start a game was against Zurich and he scored. I think he may have played against Bodo Glimt or in a Carabao Cup game, but yeah, I still think we haven't seen enough of him, to be fair. But again, what I've heard about this Marquinhos guy, when he was at Norwich in the Championship, they couldn't stand him apparently as well. He's one of their worst signings apparently, so that don't sound good. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. For South Sun in front of our club. Thanks. Big up Cooper, man. Will this be a 4-hour stream, mate? No, it won't, bro. No, it won't. It won't. Why would you ask that? I don't even know. But oh well, we move. Alexis, world class, 100%, bro. Yeah, bro. Tierney in the snow was Tierney in the snow settings, guys. Yeah, against West Brom. You guys remember that game? That guy, Prime Tierney, that is. Yeah. When Tierney's in the snow, people. Yeah, against West Brom, the 4-0 game. Prime Kieran Tierney settings, that is. CG, do you think if we don't get 3 points against Ipswich, do you think this could be our last season with some of these players? When do we play Ipswich? Is it December? Or is it, it's December. Bro, real talk. I look at it this way in terms of if this will be our last season with some of these players like Salibas and all this. Even if we finish runners up again in the Premier League and we win when we win nothing, the players like Saliba will definitely leave for me. And if a club came in for like Gabriel as well, I think he'd be tempted to leave as well. Because it'll be the same cycle over and over again with Arsenal players, where we ain't doing enough. And where, as much as they're key players for Arsenal, as we mentioned earlier, guys, with players like Van Persie, players like Alexis, Ashley Cole, maybe likes of even I know he's a snake, but Nazari. These players got fed up. because we wasn't getting over the line and we wasn't winning the Premier League. So if we go once again another season, we're winning fuck all. Yeah, and even if we do win, even if we win a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, you'd hope that they want to stay. But if it's not the Premier League or the Champions League, you know, these players only have one career, guys. Yeah, yes, they've still got many years left. But if we're going once again winning nothing, and a team like Madrid comes calling, or whoever, Bayern Munich or Barca, or whoever it may be, people for players like Saliba or Gabriel, you know, these types of players, then they will move on. It's as simple as that. But yeah, bro, I don't think it'd be that early. I think I think that, you know, like Saliba and all that will be staying this season, of course. But when it comes to the summer, next summer, and if we're in the same position that we were this season, last season when we won nothing again, then they will move on. It's as simple as that. They will move on. I guarantee it, people. 90 mil for Colin Wani. What we came to here, people? 90 mil for Colin Wani. He's so dusty. It's crazy, bro. Tini should stay, man. Tini should stay, but we know he won't stay. Do you think the Kroenkes will sack Arteta if he drops 3 points? I don't, bro. I don't. The only way I think Kroenkes will sack Arteta is if he falls outside of the top 4, whether that's towards the end of the season or whatever it may be, because that's when you know we're truly fucked. Yeah, that's when you know if and that's not my standards as a fan. Even getting top 4 for Arteta this season is unacceptable. Yeah, no, it's not good enough. Yeah, we need the Premier League this season. We need the Premier League this season, people. Right? Yeah, even if he gets if 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, I'm sick and tired of it, people. Champions League, yeah, we qualify Champions League again. Isn't this what we've done on the Wenger, guys? Isn't this why fans wanted Wenger out? Because he's always getting top 4. Because we wanted more than top 4. We wanted the Premier League title. And people got fed up with Wenger because he was no longer achieving the Premier League title. We was always finishing the top 4. But that was acceptable for the Kroenkes because it's Champions League money. So the only way I see Arteta getting sacked is from the Kroenkes is if we finish outside the top 4, because they know that they ain't got no Champions League anymore. Yeah, that I think the whole fan base would fully turn on that. You know, but as I said, for me, that's not my standards, guys. Like, top 4 is still not good enough with this manager. Yeah, this guy needs to deliver now. He needs to deliver this season, people. But the Kroenkes, if Arteta got top 4 this season and won nothing, he stays. And in terms of the Kroenkes, because why? Because I've seen them do it year after year after year. Yeah, under Wenger, when Wenger did this whole narrative that top 4 is bigger than winning, I think was it a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup. He's done this whole narrative like that. So at the end of the day, and also add the fact that the Kroenkes have gave this manager a new contract extension as well, midway through a season. It's just I don't, bro. I don't. You know, and they could have quite easily sacked him as well. Where you remember that season when we was 15th? Yeah, when we lost like 8 games in a row. I mean, we didn't win 8 games. They could have done it then, and they didn't. I don't know what they see. You know, they're clearly fully invested in this guy because they've hyped this guy to be the next big thing. They've backed him more than any other Arsenal manager. They've hyped him up with all these processes and all these buzzwords and projects and phases and all this. It's all been hyped up, this manager. So it's going to they'll be in the absolute mud. Yeah, the only way they're going to do that is if he falls outside the top 4, I think, as well. Saliba was treated like shit with Arteta. He doesn't owe us fans anything. Bro, we kept loaning him out. And us as fans, we knew, why are we doing this, you know? Why Saliba kept getting loaned out? You know, he's loaning him out and he's killing it on his loans as well. When he's at Nice, he's killing it. He's killing it at Marseille. I think we was dealing with like Pablo Mari settings. Pablo Mari and Rob Holding and you know, Chambers and Kolasinac was still there while Saliba was out balling out on loan. It was crazy. I think we finished outside the top 4. Bro, the way we're going about it this season, it will not surprise me. It will not surprise me whatsoever. It will not surprise me. That is a disgrace if that happens as well. But even if we do finish top 4 and we win nothing, it's still, for me, it's still failure of a season. It's still a failure. If Arsenal finish 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, once again, and we win nothing this season, it's a failure. It's as simple as that, really. Too many teams got better over the summer, bro. And you look at it right now, yeah. We're 9 points off Liverpool. City will be there again. I don't even care. They'll go in January and they'll do what's required. I guarantee it. They miss Rodri 100%. I said it all the time. Rodri is Man City's best player and he's their most important player. Yeah, you saw last season when he was out injured for the 3-4 games. They lost like 3 in a row when Rodri was out. Now look at him this season. It's the same thing. Rodri is such a key for them. But they'll go and replace him. Yeah, they'll go in the January window and they'll go and sign because they've done that in the past. When they know that they need to do something, they actually do what's required, right? Pep will do that. And Man City will be up there, people. I know they've been an awful start, 4 games, 4 L's. But don't they always do this? Don't they always start off shit? And then when it really comes to it, you know, we swear ourselves when we was 8 points clear of them. My back, people want to call me now, people. Why are people calling me up? Yeah, end of the day, don't we always see this? You know, we swear out first-handedly. Man City, we was 8 points clear of them, man. And they still came back. You know, how many times have they done this? So we can't write them off whatsoever. Yeah, Liverpool will probably drop points with Slot. I hear it, but again, we're worrying about teams dropping points. Why are we looking at teams dropping points now? Why can't we look at ourselves? Why can't you actually look at ourselves and focus on what we've got to do? Because we can't drop any more points. Yeah, well, the game's coming up as well. Oh, we've got an easier running. Do we? Like honestly, do we have an easier running? Yeah, because knowing Arsenal, we are we are most likely to, you know, drop points here and there as well. But for us to be win a Premier League title, we have to win all these games coming up, every single one. Starting against Forest, 3 points. Forest are now joint points with us, by the way. They're having an incredible start to the season, but they're joint points with us. Yeah. Then we've got Champions League against Sporting Lisbon, against Jokeres settings, people. Then we've got West Ham away. Yeah. Then we've got, I need to look at the fixtures, people. I can't remember who else is after that. But anyway, the game's coming up. I think we've got Brentford, Ipswich, all them man inside there. We've got to win every single one of these games, people, to win the Premier League this season. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me, Cooper, bro. It would not surprise me whatsoever. No Champions League. Cronies will blame no Champions League money, so he wants to have world-class players. Exactly that. Be back in 8th before we know it. Yeah, I remember those days, 8th. Those days, man. Those days. But anyway, guys, that is that for today. That is all the news today. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Really appreciate your guys' support. In terms of content coming up on the channel, Tuesday and Wednesday, there'll probably be some shows like this, like news shows. But other than that, it's going to be Thursday will be a busy day because I'm going to have a Nottingham Forest preview for I'll do my own preview, guys. We'll do our own preview for the Forest game. On the same day in the evening, we're going to be doing Juventus Arsenal, the women's game as well. And then we're going to be doing on Friday. I'm going to try and find a Nottingham Forest fan to come on the channel as well. So the opposition preview, press conference reaction on Friday as well. There's another. Then I'm doing Nations League draw for the quarterfinals on Friday as well. So 3 teams on Friday, and then we're back on Saturday for Premier League. Arsenal back Saturday. So yeah, stay tuned for that one, guys. Big up everyone who tuned in this day. Big up everyone as always. Big up Drew. You too, my guy. Have a great evening, bro. Cooper as well. Bless up to you, my guy. Absolute legend every single time. Everyone else who tuned in earlier, big up to you guys. You lot are real ones. Everyone else who tuned in, thanks for the support. And guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in my next one. As always, come on, you Gunners, and we are out of here. Ciao.